Comerica Stadium as Carolina emerge from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, it's Newton. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Jordan Hicks brought him.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 41, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let him know. Great. You got tight. Gun.
From the red zone now, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Christian McCaffrey.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7. Cardinals.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? Ready?
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Mike 7. Mike 7. It's going to be a long.
Out of the gun, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the carry, it's Love. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run. One CMC, as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Newton on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To try again after the sack. Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns Burns in there to drop him in sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. The gun. Here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throwing again. Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike 7. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Murray. Caught left side. Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st down, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
Gun.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
Watch the run. 20. Twist. And fast. Go. Here it goes.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tie your run. 3 down.
And fast.
7. Mike 7. Hey. He's crashing.
8. Again.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Muhammad. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. From the 36, Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking
and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Newton flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Panthers' 27-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cam's going to run on the option. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Gun. 20. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Newton's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
20.
To the air again, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Matt Prater.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Panthers are going to recover here. That should be enough to get them the victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Throwing here, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that can get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.